mi ojos, yeah. 360 ese deal, man, I couldn't be me. Pa' mi frequency, te frequently. Matando esto con sabor y efficiency. No gasto tiempo, waste no time, not my money. Boss, baby, CEO del LLC. Lo tengo en un pánico. Dale rápido, quiero crecer y dar más fruta, algo botánico. Lo hice bien orgánico. Tomé el maquinón. Voy subiendo como espuma y tú bajando bien titánico. Out my way, I ain't built this in a day. But you know I'm here now to stay. I'm hungry, boy, I'm not here to play.
Thinking that it happened overnight. In it for the long haul flight. Committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite. I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite. They timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight. I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look, wait.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Four quarters between one of these teams and a spot in the Super Bowl. The NFC Championship is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. This is the first carry for the rookie from Florida. And this one doesn't go far. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They give it to him again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, getting back to college and high school. Those instincts, and they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
Throwing on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's a 49er first down. Lone back gets the handoff. Into the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a 6-0 lead right away. That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. The former #1 pick, Trayvon Walker, on the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut, hut.
They're going play action. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one hits for 30. And that'll give him a first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They'll run here on first down. Pushing for the red zone. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him. Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Running for the marker on second. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required.
He has the touchdown. Now we'll see them try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Huskies respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Let's go now.
He's got it on the bootleg. Bails out of the pocket quick. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they are the quickest reactions as well. You needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Pass play now. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Huskies are going to take over after the interception.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. 3 yards on the run. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Touchdown! Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a short gain. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So 2nd down coming up. They'll throw it. He's on the move. Now we'll try a deep shot down the left. He's got it inside the 25. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. That one right down the middle. And the 49ers tie things up at 14. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Come on, set, go!
Hand off to the back. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Buffalo 18, go!
Throwing now off play action. Fights off the pocket, isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers take over as he records his 10th career INT. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he makes it to the start of the red zone down at the 20. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. Another carry for him. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Back to throw now. Has it at the 7. And he drives this forward to the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Back to him on 2nd and goal. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The 49ers parlay the interception into points. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Now a give left side. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Stopped by Chop Robinson. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to the well again. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick. We're one. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They start out with a 3rd and 6. Here's a throw. Complete beyond the marker. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. This one intended for the running back. And now it's 2nd down. A throw left side caught by Neighbors. This is ahead for about 5. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. And the 49ers in a nickel set. 3rd down coming. He's dropping back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st down, they'll run. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
From the 37. Complete out to the right side. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. And out of bounds inside the 5. Ooh, the sideline saves him there. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a game down to the 1. He gets him 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd and goal.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
They give it to him up the middle. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. The Huskies can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. That one splits the uprights. And the Huskies tie this game at 21. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
19
Back-to-back carries here. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
A give now from the gun. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Hits his running back. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Forced out to his right. He's running for it. Nothing doing there as he gets out of bounds back to the line.
You know, that's exactly how a defense should adapt as the play progresses. They blanketed everybody in coverage, but still kept all eyes on the quarterback to keep him from breaking containment. He got out for no gain, but that feels like a sack for those defenders.
Throwing deep for the end zone, and the defender comes away with it.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 2nd and 3 now. From the 42. Finds Sanders. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll give him a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute warning now in Ontario. And it's the Huskies looking at 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown! The Huskies get some late points and the lead. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Huskies break that tie and now lead by 7. the touchdown. They'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the 32. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back to throw. Escapes the pocket. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
Okay, ready?
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48.
Let's go.
Back now, pressure on its way. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. A good defensive play breaks that one up. And now they face 2nd down.
Here we go. 18, right here.
Throwing from the gun. He's trying to go deep again. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. And the Huskies will gain possession up beyond their own 20 after a nice return.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage baiting the...
He's got it inside the 10. And in for the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Huskies double their lead to 14. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And it is intercepted, but he couldn't stay in bounds. Ooh, offense catches a break there. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Setting up a throw. He's loaded another one up. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Andrew Phillips. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And this one does not go far. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the 3rd quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got to... First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready? Hiking 18.
right up the gut. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll try and throw it here. Complete out to the right. Oh, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the 49ers. And they finally drag him down, but not until after a very nice return.
You know, a lot of these defenders, actually almost all of them in the NFL, have some offense in their background. And when they see the ball and an opportunity like that, they can't wait. What an awesome transition from scooping the ball to focusing upfield and finding the running lane. That offense, I think, was honestly lucky he didn't finish it with a touchdown.
It's a gain of 1 on 1st and goal. Now it's going to be 2nd and 5.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
And he tried to power it forward, but I don't think he got it. No gain, maybe just a couple of inches on the run. That brings up 4th and goal.
A tie in baseball, Kate, well, we know it goes to the runner. A tie at the line of scrimmage on a sneak, well, in this case, it goes to the defense.
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And this time he fights his way across for the touchdown. The 49ers start the second half with some needed points. Extra point attempt coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
49ers 28.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
2nd and 13. He's throwing deep to the left side. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Go! Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Getting right back to it after that interception. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Ready?
2nd and 10 now. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up to the 44. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be a first down. Dropping back to throw. On the move, headed right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Let's go now.
He's going to throw this one. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Handoff now from the gun. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Chased out to his right. Now he takes it. And they take this in for the score. The Huskies take a 3rd quarter lead. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
First and 10 now from the 30. They go play action here. Headed out right. Now the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Flush down now to his left. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Throw on 3rd down. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a 49er first down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go.
The give now out of the shotgun. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Go.
Running it with David Montgomery. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Pickup of 2 here. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. They give it to him again. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd and 8. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Huskies will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle now to their fullback. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, when you're a defender and you see them give that quick little take to the fullback, you just have to stop him before he gets started. They piled on him and held him to minimal yardage.
Throwing off the play fake here. Getting out to his left. That's incomplete left side. Looking for the back that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, as you can see here, things broke down a little bit. He tried to find a connection, but he just could not get on the same page. I'll tell you what I do like about that throw, though. He didn't risk an interception, and he put it out of bounds instead.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Buys time, rolling right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the 49ers will go on offense. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st down, they'll run. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
19, right here. There we go. Set. 19 tight. 19 tight. 70 ring. 70 ring.
Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on to a well-placed hit like that one.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's got Thomas on a slant. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Another carry for him. Runs inside the 35. And he gets this all the way to the 31-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's a 49er first down. Looking for a throw here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. Got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
Put some power on it, deep one left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, King, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Touchdown as he brings it back to the pick six. You get a pick six, you get a pick six. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick six and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
They go play action on first. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one intended for the running back. So that brings up 2nd down.
Let's go now. 19 right.
Looking to the air here. He's on the move. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. And they pick him off again. And the Huskies capitalize on yet another interception thrown in this game. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
Back-to-back carries here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
He's found some space as he crosses the 45. He cuts it toward... He makes it in for the touchdown. The Huskies make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Huskies stretch their lead to 21. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Launches one deep downfield. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Andrew Phillips. And the Huskies take over. Not an interception by the reigning Defensive Player of the Year.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Back to the well again. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. Handoff now out of the gun. They get 13 on the pickup. And it sets up 1st down.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. So 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
At their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Escapes out to the left. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, And you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Hauled in by Worthy. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Toronto. 49ers hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Now looking to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Huskies are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
70 Lions. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Blown back gets the handoff. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8. They'll run it from the gun. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ballgame. Offense staying out here. It's 4th and 11.
Striking 18. Stephanie. Left thing 19. Go.
Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Coaches challenge him to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
All right, 1 more snap to play here.
Set. Buffalo 18.
1 final shot here. Catch is made in close. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And one last huge step has been taken, partner, as they claim that George Halas Trophy as NFC champions. And now just 1 step and 1 trophy remain. 2 weeks from now, when they take the field